Thanks, Dwight. So again, thank you guys for joining us. It's great to see you all again. We are your Marvel Legends team from Hasbro. So I am Ryan in marketing. Joined by my fellow marketers, also Dan.
Yo, yo.
We've got Monique, her first con. Give it up for Monique.
So happy to be here, guys.
And this man needs no introduction, but I'll attempt one anyways. We're so lucky every year, Jesse Falcon from Disney and Marvel to come spend some time with us. He is the godfather of Marvel Legends, as we know. We'll talk about that a little more, but give it up for Jesse, everyone. Yeah, Jesse, thank you for joining us every year. It's a great pleasure.
Are you kidding me? This is like the Super Bowl, Christmas, and Hanukkah all rolled into one. It really is the greatest week. It's so lovely to celebrate all of this with you, to be back doing all the things that we love to do. Thank you so much, guys, for inviting me here, and thank you everybody in this room for coming.
We did have, as you see on the slide here, we had Mr. Stevie 18, Steve Evans, was going to joining us as well for Hasbro Design, but he wasn't feeling very well, unfortunately. If you follow him on social media, you would have seen that. So unfortunately, Steve cannot be here with us, but he did send us a nice little video, so let's throw to that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the panel. Hope you found your seats. Make sure there's 2 front rows are filled in, please. Oh, they are. They got the usual suspects in the front row. Nice to see you again. I'm so sorry I can't be there with you today. I'm sure your Comic-Con's not going to be rude because I wasn't there, but I thought I'd be sitting with the rest of them telling you that Dwight wasn't able to make it, and now it turns out that I'm here telling you that I can't make it. I was due to fly out yesterday on Thursday, but I got a really dodgy tummy, and I didn't think that was fair on anybody to bring that to the con, so I decided to stay at home, which I'm really bummed about. I really wanted to be there with you, but I leave you in the capable hands of Ryan, Dan, Monique, and my good friend, Mr. Jesse Falcon, who are either sitting there or there. I'm not quite sure where they are, but they are more than capable of showing you cool new stuff on the panel. Please visit the booth. I hope you enjoy all the extra giveaways and signings and whatnot. Ryan, I know you've got some things to give away at the panel. I hope you know how I like a good giveaway. Anyway, without further ado, I give you back to Ryan and the team, and enjoy the rest of your con, and I'll see you all again soon. If I don't see you, I'll definitely see you on the Insta. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
You probably follow him, and we know we know he's not feeling that well, and we wish him the best. His hair is not normally that wet, so that's how you can tell he's not feeling very well. Get better, Steve. All right, let's jump in. We're so great to be back here with you guys. It's been 3 long years. We've missed you all very dearly. And just a note, right? Like over these past couple years, everyone's spending more time at home. We've noticed and seen with great pleasure that the action figure collector community has really grown by leaps and bounds. And so we really appreciate all those content creators, and especially the weekly live streamers. We know how hard that is to do. So as these live streamers like to shout out the people in the chat, I wrote a little bit here, so if you'll indulge me, we wanted to say hello to all of our friends. So we've got the Floosh Weekly, keeping it cool with the cold opens. We've got Charmin, oh brother. We've got ACBA Podcast, officially back at it. We've got Toy Migos and the Chat Migos sharing their weekly. Woo! We've got the Star-Spangled, Lizard-Loving, Unparalleled Universe, and the Tuesday Night Crew in the house. Happy hunting with Pixel Dan. Until next time. And I know he's not here, but hopefully he's watching. Pow to Dan Who, Hero Collections, and super producer Rich and the Who crew. We've got Up in Canada toying around in the Enablers. Recklessly unboxing without instructions, I might add. Woo. I know we've got Toy Shiz in the house, drinking coffee and talking toys. MCU Collector, always first in line somehow. That's how. Let's Talk More Figure with Jay Hernandez. What's up to Toy Bro and his orange review screen. We've got the Yes Have Some crew sharing their weekly sad comments and spreading their toy anxiety. We've got Geeking Out with Geek Dad Life. D Amazing and his amazing posing skills. Yeah! We've got Rivera 94, Infinity Equation, carbon scoring, displaying model behavior with the proper U, and taking it off the stands with Anthony's Customs and nerding out with Nerdzoic. So thank you guys for
Yeah!
we love you in every universe.
That sounds like the craziest band list from the weirdest festival I've ever heard of.
I would pay to go to that festival.
I think we would have to go to
It would
that
have to be
festival.
like a 2-3 dayer. Yeah. So jumping into Marvel, right? We've had a huge year so far. We've had Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness coming off of Thor: Love and Thunder. So all this great Disney Plus content, of which you will see Legends for. So we've got Moon Knight and Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk Attorney at Law coming up. And then specifically for Marvel Legends, this is a big year. We're going to talk more of the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends. And then we're getting into the fall for Spider-Man's 60th in the Beyond Amazing program. So you'll see this down in our booth if you haven't been there already, but we have a really fun display. This is our X-Men animated 90s series VHS style box. So we've got 6 of these out right now. They're available for pre-order or regular order on the Hasbro Pulse, and we wanted to plug a really special signing we have going on tomorrow, Saturday, at 3:15 p.m. local time here. We've got the Lee Walls, Eric and Julia, who worked on the show and brought us all this amazing content from our childhoods, and we've got Dan Wiesenmeyer, who's the artist who did all these packages. So come check them out next Saturday. We'll be doing these really collectible, fun little mini posters that we had made up of with the art. So there's 6 of them, 7 of them to collect because Mystique, the art will be there. So as we're pulse. And then Dan, we've been really plugging this. What's so special about this down in the booth?
There's a VCR from eBay that Ryan did, but it has, we really wanted to just plug our Mojo World Hasbro Pulse exclusive set. This has Longshot, it has Dazzler, and has the one and only Mojo as well. Jesse, what did you think about Mojo when you first developed it with Dwight, when you first saw the gray sculpts and everything?
Oh, it was great. It was cool. We did one back at Toy Biz as a Build-A-Figure a long time ago, and it was, the Toy Biz packaging had a limitation to it. It could only go so big. So this one, we're at a point now where we can kind of dictate how big we want things to be, as you guys all know, because I know we've funded 2 amazing HasLabs that are properly scaled, and this one is scaled just right.
So go pre-order this if you haven't. I think it's still available, but it's not going to be for long. So go on the Pulse, check it out down in the booth. You get to see Dazzler, Longshot, Wolverine, and of course Mojo. So this set is awesome, and we are pumped for it. So yeah, let's talk Marvel Legends 20th for a little bit. If you've been down in our booth, you've seen we have the original Jesse and team's original Marvel Legends from 2002, and then we've got the versions, the Hasbro versions from this spring. And Dwight has something to say quickly about his time on the brand.
I can't believe I've been on this brand for this long. 20 years for Marvel Legends, 15 years for me is absolutely insane, and I can't wait for 15 more.
Because we have Jesse here, yeah, I just thought we'd pick his brain a little bit here. As you know, Jesse and the team at Toy Biz first brought us this series in 2002. So Jesse, what comes to mind when people come up to you and they say, wow, it's been 20 years already for Marvel Legends?
They never say that.
The one just did.
Well, it's actually crazy that it's that old. It doesn't feel like 20 years, but it's incredible. I mean, this is. Listen, in the toy world, it's 3 years is an incredible lifespan for an action figure line. It really is. So the fact that we have something that not only has lasted for 20 years, but the form factor has been heavily borrowed by other companies is nothing but the greatest compliment in the world. And it really is. You guys, we found something that everybody seemed to like, which is great. And now, every year we just strive. Every year, Dwight and Ryan and Dan and everybody at Hasbro works so hard to push it every year. Now that we have the digital printing, that was 5 years ago. It's a night and day difference on what we're doing for like live action actors likenesses. It's like a micro Hot Toys. It's amazing. It's truly a joy to celebrate all of this with you guys and to have this thing be this great. It's awesome.
So in all your time, both before and during the Hasbro one, what's an item that is just particularly memorable to you for any reason? Maybe not your favorite, but just one, that just pops out.
There's lots of different action figures. We had, being at Marvel, we had a lot of access to illustrators, and I loved working with Art Adams because Art is such a big toy nerd. So like, and I call him and I'm like, hey, I had an idea for something. What if we did the thing like right as he was minted, like at the very, like right when they landed, you know? And when Jack Kirby drew him back then, it wasn't as refined. The art style wasn't refined. It looked a little like he was covered in mud. And Art said, say no more. I did 3 views, and we did that first appearance thing. And I pulled it out the other day, and I was like, man, this thing looks great. It was really, there's a lot of weird things like that. But one of the things that I had thought of, and we actually prototyped, we wanted to do a build a Quinjet, where you would have plastic pieces and paper pieces, and you would actually have to, like it was a little bit of paper craft. I'm glad we never made it, because I think it probably would have been so frustrating for people that it may have killed the line.
Well, thank you for not making it.
Yes.
None of us would be here. Well, so Dwight, I have one last message for Dwight. This is a surprise for Jesse, but you know, Jesse and the team working on it for so long, we all owe it to him for this. But Dwight, what do you have to say about our good friend, Mr. Jesse Falcon?
Always a treat and a mystery and a wonder, and thank you so much for your partnership, and hopefully we're going to be doing this for quite a few more years to come.
I'm gonna give that guy a big kiss on the lips.
So that's our Legends 20th anniversary. If you like it, maybe we can try to convince Jesse to go back to that well sometime in the future. But that's it for this year, for the 20th. Let's move on to Spider-Man Beyond Amazing. Huge year for the biggest superhero out there in Spider-Man. We've got all of the Beyond Amazing items down for you to look at in person for the first time. So these are all the comic items. We've got some other items as well. Go check it out. And then we are very excited to have a friend of Marvel Legends, friend of Jesse and Marvel and all Marvel Comics readers, but Dan Slott will be coming to Hasbro tomorrow at 12:45 to do a post-lunchtime signing. So we've got some posters based on the Silk figure there and the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man Spinneret. So he will be signing those down for you tomorrow. So come say hi to Dan. And then speaking of, I'm gonna throw it to another Dan. This is an item we just launched. Tell them about this.
Yeah, guys, so if you haven't heard, what was it, last week? Yeah, right.
Time flies.
Oh man, it was last week that we launched the pre-order of our Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack. So for me, this has a lot of, it's special to me because I've never had a Tobey Maguire or an Andrew Garfield Marvel Legend. And so now everyone has the ability to get this awesome 3-pack. It has amazing deco. It has all the raised web lines for Tobey, and all the web lines are painted as well. Jesse, what were your thoughts when when we pitched this idea for the 3-pack?
Well, look, this was an interesting project to work on because we were all, I think the world at large had figured out what was happening in the third act of this movie, but we were like on official blackout status from a standpoint of like being officially told what happens in the third act. So this is why all of these products are happening, 9 months after the movies come out, because they just wanted this thing to be this moment and this combo of these three incredible, this beat of all the Spider-Man coming together, for it to be an experience that everybody had to have in the movies. And that happens from time to time. I think, Endgame, that was another thing where, we were, let's go to the movie and see what happens, and then we'll capture the product later. So it's awesome. You guys did an incredible job with the line. I'm so pleased.
And we do get spoiled sometimes in working on Marvel. We get the big beats of the upcoming films, but there are certain things that nobody knows about. We did not know that Tony was going to snap to save the world in Endgame, and we went back and did an awesome version, and we didn't officially know how these three Spider-Man would all converge and what they would do and look like, and so we're so happy to finally get to it, and it's going to be awesome. Go pre-order it if you haven't already. It will be shipping next year, but we wanted to get you the first look at the digital renders there. So that is our No Way Home Spider-Man 3-pack. Monique, tell them about something really cool happening for the first time. This is across brands, but what's going on with Selfie series?
Hey everyone, so we have Selfie series. I don't know if any of us have been to that booth already. Do I have any hands if anyone stopped by? Awesome. Well, it looks like we have a lot of hands that are still down, so definitely go check it out. We've got the Selfie series booth. So this basically is a really awesome new item that we're finally able to talk about. In the Selfie series, you're able to scan your face and you can immortalize yourself as an action figure, which is super awesome. So Marvel, we've got 4 different characters that you can choose from. We've got Black Widow, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and then also Iron Man. So you can literally scan your face and put yourself on an action figure, which is amazing. Really great quality figures, lots of articulation, and we're really excited to bring this to life. So, you know, all of us are dressed up. I love all the cosplay, but guess what? Now you can have yourself and just sit yourself on your shelf and say, wow, I am good looking. I can look at myself every day in an action figure.
The truth is, I am Iron Man.
And then that's me. There's my action figure. I love it.
Go check that out, the Hasbro Selfie series. We were lucky to get some early prototypes here, and so Monique and I are already hooked up here.
Can I just buy a round of applause? Is that something you guys are excited about?
Go downstairs and let the Pulse team know it. They would love to hear that. They would love to hear that. Okay, what else do we have going on?
All right, so here we have Marvel Mayhem. I don't know if anyone got to score some of our giveaway yesterday. This is a really awesome game that our games team brought to life. It's a very fast-paced game. It's between 2 to 4 players, and you can pick between 4 different Marvel characters. You can battle it out. So like I said, fast-paced. You can defend yourself. You can attack your other opponents, but really, really great game. So if you got some spare time, we're gonna have another giveaway. I believe that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday? Right. 2 days. So we have more of these card games to give away. You know, you can play them with your friends in the hallways when you have some downtime to let your feet rest. But yeah, definitely check it out. Awesome game.
It always feels like a Saturday on a Friday at Comic-Con.
Exactly. I don't even know what day it is.
All right, so, and with that, thank you guys for hanging in. Would you like to see some new reveals?
Yeah!
All right, first up, so we're going back to the What If Disney Plus series. So this was episode, I forget what number I had in my notes, but this is the Star-Lord T'Challa series. So we are going to be bringing out. I know Jesse was a big fan of this character. We previously did a 3 3/4 version based on the Comic-Con exclusive, the Collector's Vault, but this is Howard as he appeared in that show. He's got articulated arms and feet and a head there, so you can get him in some different poses, but he comes with a pretty fun accessory, and also from What If, but from a different episode. So this was the Zombies episode, and this is a really fun, we teased it in the booth. I think I saw some pictures on social media, but it comes with a really fun accessory.
Nice.
Ant-Man talking head, voiced by Paul Rudd, I believe. I looked this up. Yeah, so
He loves work.
That's cool.
so this is a really fun 2-pack of sorts, but it'll be Howard and your severed Ant-Man head, but still very much alive in his little dome there. So this is Disney Plus. This is going to be in our second Disney Plus wave. We were showing a few figures, but not the full wave, and no pre-order for this yet. Next up is we're going to go to Loki. So Loki was, I think, one of my favorite series so far to come out.
So great.
It was a game changer. It really set it up for Multiverse of Madness and everything. But you know, we've already done Loki in the TVA. We've done Sylvie, and so we're going to go back to classic Loki. With a really great expression here. Richard E. Grant, photoreal printing as Jesse was talking about, and he's so good that we've got 2 expressions. So he's got 2 expressions here. He's got a serious face. And
Stern face, yeah.
What's your favorite of those 2?
I like the stern. Richard E. Grant is so great in everything, so I'm on board.
So he's got multiple hands. He's got some new power effects there, and he's also got the clean open hands, as well as 2 head portraits for classic Loki. And then sticking with Loki, very excited. The first He Who Remains, Jonathan Majors figure with an apple. We had to get the apple in there.
Yeah, got it.
So this is an all-new figure with his robe there, and so go check him out downstairs. We hear the rumors that he's going to be maybe an important character. I don't know.
Seems like there may be an unending amount of those guys.
Yeah, so they teased it in Loki that the storyline is not over for He Who Remains. So check him out. He's got an awesome likeness as well. We love getting to do new after likeness characters from Richard E. Grant and Jonathan Majors here. So that is our Loki. We also have a new item. This is a bit of a first for us. We're combining 2 things we love. We love premium roleplay, and we love action figures. So this is the Tesseract and the new Loki action figure. So the Tesseract, if you guys remember, we did this as a Comic-Con exclusive in 2018 as part of the Marvel Studios' first 10 years. It was with a set with the Red Skull from Captain America and the First Avenger, but that was a pretty limited con exclusive, and so we thought we'd make this Tesseract available for everyone, and it's an improved Tesseract. You'll see it downstairs. We've modified the deco and the LEDs inside. The original one was very blue, and this is going to be more screen accurate. It's got a brighter white light to it. So we'll have this, and it kind of opens, and it's got the little the orb in there. But yeah, it's a great. But what we want to talk about is the figure, because this was not in last year's Disney Plus wave, but this is a all new, I should say partially new Loki figure. He's got new hair, but he's got no jacket. We got him out of the TVA jacket finally.
Yeah, that's what he was running around and looking like a private detective the whole show. So we wanted to capture that.
And so he's got a new sleeveless, or I guess jacketless sleeves there with rolled up arms, and then he's got a sword, the sword that he got from Kid Loki. Is that? Where do you get that sword from? I forget.
One of the
Lokis he got a sword from. It can store on his back in a sheath, and it's got a little flame effect there, so you can have him running around with Sylvie, and we've got He Who Remains, this Loki, and Sylvie to really recreate that finale of the three of them. So that is our Loki item, and so this actually will be up for pre-order. So a note about pre-orders. So all the things we talk about that are pre-ordering, they will be up tomorrow, Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, but for all us here in the room, that would be 2 p.m. Pacific. So go check that out. This will be available. This is a multi-channel item, so everywhere, including the Hasbro Pulse. So this is your Tesseract and jacketless Loki. All right, moving on to some comic figures. So I'm trying to try to not butcher this, but this is the I'm gonna butcher. I just changed myself. This is the Hatu Taraze, right? The Wakandan Secret Service from the comics. This is their kind of secret police, and before they were expelled by T'Challa, they became mercenaries. But this is an army builder steeped in the comics. It's a really striking white figure. He comes with some accessories as well. You'll see down in the booth. But yeah, something about just an all-white figure is really pops.
It's great. Where will we find this figure, Ryan?
This is going to be a mystery reveal. Oh, yeah, maybe by the end of this weekend, but more news to come for this. You could probably guess, but I'm just not going to say it. So this is an army builder. He'll be available later. And then we've got a figure that I'm really excited about, is a new comic Black Panther. It's pretty simple colors, but if you look closely, you'll notice it's got some new parts, right? He's got new feet and shins and hands with the sculpted lines there with the two toes sticking out. But what's awesome about this, and we've been talking about it for a long time, but he's on the Vulcan body. So, we're going to be using that base body for more characters, right, Jesse?
Yeah, and I love the half cape too. I mean, that was always such a cool way that they put that character together. The capes is just so, everywhere in comic books, but that they gave him a half cape. It really makes that silhouette stand apart.
I do think this is my favorite comic Black Panther that we've done in the last couple of years. It's awesome, got a lot of new parts, and again, this will be coming out sometime soon, but we're not going to confirm where, so your best guess is on that one. So let's move on to some additional characters. All right, here's another look at that cape, right? It's got that woven cross stitch there, and it just sits on its back. It's really fun. Next up, so this is the character Sentry we did in 2015 in the Odin All-Father Build-A-Figure wave, but that was on the Hyperion body. This is on the new Grim Reaper or Catwolf body. And what's great about this, new head sculpt with some flowing hair. We're using, as Jesse said, the photoreal deco on comic figures. Yeah. You can really see he's got the kind of like dark shadows under his eyes.
It's something we really try to push as hard as possible, because we got to a point where we were just using that technology on the theatrical items to really render the actors' likenesses. It was a game changer for us there, but we really wanted to push it for everything. And then if you look at how those things are put together, we really want to try to engage that technology and just really get these things to look at, just to really expand it and bring out the character as much as possible.
So he's got a new belt and a new cape with a sculpted collar piece. So it's not just, the decoed top of the cape there. And so it also comes with a very special alternate head, which is really cool. You guys got to see this down in the booth with all the deco, and it's actually that translucent fire plastic at the end of the hair as he's kind of turning into the void, and the skin is peeling away from his face there. So this is just a reveal only today. This will be a Walgreens exclusive later this year and in Canada at EB Games. So we just wanted to reveal him here, but no pre-order yet for this guy. So excited for Sentry. What's up next here? All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Spider-Man. This is a big year for Spider-Man.
Sure is.
I think Spider-Man has probably the best rogues gallery of any character. It's up there.
It's pretty strong.
And so we've done most of the heavy hitters in this comic panel. I know there's still some that we have yet to get to, so don't hold me to that. But we're gonna do some really deep cuts for the next 2 reveals. And I know Jesse and Dwight and the team back in Rhode Island love these. So Dan, actually, why don't you take it?
Yeah, so Ryan always likes to give me homework, so the next couple of characters I was not truly familiar with, but he gives me the deep cuts so that I have to go and read the comics, and I love doing it because one of the best things about Marvel Legends is that we put out first-time characters all the time. So without further ado, within the Spider Universe, we are introducing the new Human Fly. He has awesome wing accessories that they do rotate a little bit there, and yeah, so one of our most fun times on the team is we go back to Jesse and we say, hey, character selection time. We do like a breakdance battle, and
We truly dance fight.
and yeah, so this was one of the characters that we selected. So we're not going to reveal how he's going to be coming, but stay tuned for this awesome Human Fly Marvel Legend. The next character, though, that I really wanted to talk about, I need a special guest to kind of reveal him. So this man is very shy, and I had to bribe him to make sure that he comes up. So can you please give a warm welcome to Robo? Robo, can you stand up? Come to the stage, Robo. Come to the stage. Yeah, come to the stage, man.
Robo! 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 Robo!
Robo, come down. You're revealing the next character. Come on.
Let's get to reveal the next character, my friend.
So the reason why we wanted to do this is the last time we came to San Diego Comic-Con was in 2019, and we did something very similar with Shartimus Prime. Shartimus right there with his big time Spidey. Shout out to Shartimus. And so for this next character, I said Robo has to be the one that reveals this. So I actually have the physical sample here. So without further ado, Robo, do you want to introduce?
Turn around. Wave it up.
Some Razorback?
Tell us why you like the character. No.
Hometown characters, right? Yeah.
People who don't know Razorback, what do you know?
He's from Arkansas.
So this is just a sample. I'll give you a thank you sample later, but thank you, Robo. Sorry for embarrassing you, man. The greater point that we wanted to make is, this Marvel Legends would not be anything without the fan base, and you guys are truly special. So thank you so much for this. But this figure is also truly amazing. I love the head sculpt. Jesse, what do you think about this head sculpt?
The great thing, and it's hard to see, obviously, from some of these pictures, but the digital deco that was done on here. Also, this is, I have a folder. I have a folder in my computer called Weirdos that I have been, these are all characters. Some of them are deep cuts, some of them are not, but they're all characters that have not made it to the line yet, or things that need refreshing. And it was high on the list, so, this particular, whatever this is, whatever we're gonna talk about, this was such a delight to put together, because it's just full of weird.
The best meetings are when Jesse emails us and he says, bring a list of your weirdos, and we just have a breakdance battle.
I had a slide in here, but I cut it out. So a little behind the scenes action. Monique, what does Dan always say around the office? In emails, on Teams calls, what is he always saying?
Hakuna Matata.
So the real reason why we picked this is because this is for Hakuna Matata. This is Pumbaa, right? This is the Pumbaa Marvel Legends action figure, Hakuna Matata. So if you ever email Dan, you'll get a Hakuna Matata. All right, next up in the comics. So this was a team from the comics, obviously, the Life Foundation Symbiote 5. And we've done a couple of them so far. We had, the first one there was Lasher in the middle, and I remember sitting in Dwight's office and we were looking for a character in a Spider-Man wave, and I thought, how about Lasher? Because he had some similar parts that we could deco up. And so Lasher came out first, and then we did Scream there on the right in the 2018 comic Monster Venom wave, I believe, and then we did Phage on the left there in the 2020 Venom Pool Build-A-Figure wave. And so we got to finish this team, and we will be finishing this team. And so let's take a first look at Agony here.
Ooh.
What's awesome about this
Nice.
is it is on that new Shriek articulation. So we've got double elbows, double knees, pinless, great range of motion, awesome new head sculpt with the flowing hair. And so she looks pretty menacing. She will join the 3 others, and they will be rounded out by the big boy. This is another look at Agony there, but the big boy Riot.
Ooh.
We know he's been drawn a lot of different ways, but Jesse and Dwight and the team wanted just to make him as big as possible. So again, this is back to that
Not right
Monster
there,
Venom
no.
body. He's got a lot of the intricate deco, which you'll see down in person there, but he's got the gray bits peeking through that big blue, color swap there, and then he's got a really cool hook kind of blade weapon hand.
Yeah, I think that when you have all of them together, it's going to be a really cool silhouette. They all look very different. The silhouettes are all very different, so it's going to be great to pose, great to put on a shelf, or however you like to enjoy your Marvel Legends. But he's a big honking load of symbiote.
So no word on how these will be coming out, but they will be coming out later this year, and then we will complete the Life Foundation Symbiote 5. Here's another look at them.
Nice.
All right, next up are some items that Dan really loves. We got a funky looking retro-y style background here. So Dan, take him through this next one.
Yeah, guys, my favorite subline within Marvel Legends is the 6-inch retro card packs, right? And so throughout this year, one of the best-selling waves, to be honest with you, has been that awesome Spider-Man retro wave that we've had. And we wanted to add on to that collection. So here is a Spider-Man retro 6-inch. So I had to break dance with Dwight a lot on this one because I really, really wanted it to be in these colors. So if you don't like these colors, you can blame me. And so Jesse, what do you think about this group?
Listen, this whole line this is the second time I've worked on this line, because I worked at Toy Biz on the original 5-inch line. So it's 2 things. First of all, it's so cool to see them with, on this articulation rig that really lets you pose these things the way you want to. But also, the fact that it's got such a strong fan reaction. I literally was just sitting here, I'm like, we have to finish every single character, right? At some point, we have to go through the list and one by one, do every single one. Guys, thank you for your support on this. I mean, it's so fun to be able to do this the second time and do this in Marvel Legends.
Here's take a look at the retro card back.
Right now.
Big thank you to
Shout out to Harry Moore. He always does these Spider-Man retro card backs, and they truly make this product even pop even more. So shout out to him.
So this is going to be a pre-order item tomorrow. This is going to be Fan Channel and Amazon to pair with your growing Spider-Man retro collection. Looks great on the walls. 1 in, 1 out. Remember, 1 in, 1 out. All right, let's move on to a character. I know we've got some big Beast fans in the house. What I was waiting for. But so we've got this Beast. This was in our 2019 Caliban wave with Gambit and Jubilee. That was an awesome wave with Caliban, but that's been the only time Beast has come out, and I know it's been hard to get for some folks. And so, what if I told you that Beast will be coming out again? This standard blue Beast. Would you guys be psyched for that?
Oh, yeah!
An alternate head. So not always the screaming head, but a kind of more stoic head. Would you be interested in that?
Yeah!
Would you be interested in a pair of clear lensed glasses?
Yeah!
How much do you charge for all of this fantastic stuff?
It's not even done yet.
What?
Oh!
So we know Beast, like Hank McCoy, likes to toil away in the lab there. So we got throwing some lab
is that what it's called?
accessories.
Oh, my stars and garters.
We've got the
Whoa.
Epstein little beaker there. So this is a complete package, but we know that we wouldn't do it true justice unless he was on what, Dan?
Lab coat.
Lab coat. Here we go. Soft goods.
Yeah!
It's soft goods. Yeah, the goods aren't hard.
And then if that wasn't enough, how are they going to get this? How are they going to look at this wonderful specimen?
It's a Walmart exclusive.
No.
I'm kidding.
Walmart is great, guys. What are you talking about? It's the packaging for this is going to be on a special.
Yeah!
Thank you to David
Shout out
Nakayama
to
for
David
his
Nakayama.
work on the X-Men retro line, just like So you've got your Uncanny X-Men orange carded Beast with lab gear. So there we go. This will be also for pre-order tomorrow, fan channel and Amazon. And now we know who the lab coat goes to. All right, and so with that, that's going to wrap up our reveals, I believe. We wanted to end on a little teaser. But first, Dan, set it up.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet? Not yet. We did not see it.
20th anniversary is ruined.
Whoa!
Hey, actually, I'm so excited to get to that teaser, guys. But we've got more. I'm sorry, Monique. Monique, who manages our Spider-Man Kid and Preschool lines, introduce this one before I just ruined it.
Not Ryan.
Sorry.
So has anyone here watched the Spider-Man His Amazing Friends, the old TV show?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I love the excitement. That means you're going to be really excited about the figure pack. It's a 3-figure pack. Now we can see it. So we have our awesome Spider-Man figure. We've got Firestar and Iceman. So we can go through those in a little bit more detail. Look at that lineup right here. Awesome figures. So first, Spider-Man, we have him in his classic red and blue suit. Really great looking figure. And then next we have our Firestar. I mean, she makes me want to dye my hair bright red. Tomorrow, if you see me in the booth, it's probably gonna be bright red. She's just awesome. So she actually has the pinless joint, so her knees and her elbows are gonna be that double joint, which is really great. The next figure.
So jump in here real quick. So yeah, the Miss Lion is going to be in the animated.
Yes, Miss Lion, your body was covering it. I couldn't even see
Oh,
the
sorry.
side.
So yeah, so when the previous Firestar on the old articulation came out, it was with the kind of gray, white comic style Ms. Lion, but now this is going to be in the animation-inspired tan color. And I just want to dedicate this reveal to Barley. I'll just leave it at that. All right, next character, who's up?
All right, so we have our Iceman. Now, if you'll notice on the screen, we have the really awesome cell shading deco here, which is really special. And then he's also included with that really cool like ice slide accessory. So this is a really like beefed up pack. Got 3 figures. I'm such a dog person. I can't believe I almost overlooked the Ms. Lion. So really, really great pack. We've got some cool extra hands, but yeah, definitely get your hands on this pack.
Oh.
So this is going to be a 3-pack. Thank you, Monique. This is going to be up for pre-order on the Hasbro Pulse. This is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so go get it tomorrow on the Pulse.
Nice.
So I'm not going to mess this up. Dan, what have we got next?
Yeah, so before Ryan talks about it, we wanted to celebrate the best-selling HasLab ever. Number one still. His bank hasn't beaten us yet. It's still number 1, baby. All right, but if you guys haven't already, you could go downstairs and actually see in person the HasLab Galactus with all the tiers. I think it looks truly, truly amazing. I made a tease last year saying that this year we're gonna have even more heralds, and for you guys here today, we are revealing 2 additional heralds for your HasLab Galactus. So first up, one of the first heralds that Galactus ever had was the Fallen One.
Nice.
So here's a first look at our HasLab, or our Fallen One figure, I should say. He comes in that cool, awesome blue hair. I wish I had blue hair like that. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But the real herald that I wanted to talk about, the one that for Hasbro is closest to our hearts, is the one and only, the first Build-A-Figure for Hasbro ever, which is Tesseract. So we have, for those, Farrell Monch, shout out to Farrell Monch. He DMs me almost every week saying he wanted a Tesseract. And for Farrell Monch, I said we're gonna give you an updated look at Tesseract.
You guys don't know how long it took me to find that file. That's the original packaging art file on the left from 2012. But yeah, so this is the new version, Dan.
It's great. It looks like he's coming home after a night of like heavy enjoyment.
So here's a look at Tesseract, and then how are they going to get this?
Yeah, so this is a 2-pack that's going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive.
Nice.
So you'll be able to pre-order this on Saturday. So I think this is what Ryan was truly excited about.
This is what I'm excited about, guys. And so we're just going to leave it here, and if you know, you know, but we won't be answering any questions about it downstairs. So just take it for what it is, all right? Is that a promise? We all promise that? Okay, here we go.
Nope. Oh.
Thank you to Kevin and Greg for that awesome
Shout out to Kevin and Greg there.
So we've got, I think, 5 minutes if we want to answer like 2 questions. So yeah, go for it.
I was just wondering, can we expect more of the MCU redeco refreshes like the recent Walmart Black Panther wave?
Potentially.
I would say potentially.
I would say most definitely. I mean, because there's so much content and it's coming out so quickly that like we never have enough, ability to catch everything at once. So we'll always get there. It may just like the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff. It may just take us a couple months to get there.
So you guys should just break dance in the front over this right now. Show them how fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wonder if we're going to get any more Gameverse stuff, and in particular, maybe Marvel vs. Capcom 2 stuff?
You're definitely getting more Gamerverse stuff. I don't know if Marvel, the Marvel Games team does a game like that. I know that we would all love to support something like that.
So you're saying a new game like it would maybe get the game that was made?
We probably wouldn't do anything based on the past right now because we have so many new games
Right, that was a
we're
miss,
developing and
yeah.
wanting to support, and I know that we have slots planned for some of those new games. Case in point, there's an amazing new Spider-Man game that's going to be dropping.
Sure, we can't say that, Justin.
I can't. Everyone knows about it. They did a trailer for it.
Yeah.
But like, so like things like that are more likely to get support rather than like a video game from our past right now. Never say never. Love those Capcom.
I love the MF Doom shirt, man. That's great.
Thank you, thank you.
Love Doom. Thank you for your question.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out. I'm asking a question on behalf of my friend who owns a comic store, Comic and Figure Addicts in Union City. Anyway, the question is, 2 figures that we always ask about in our store is Spider-Man and Hulk. The customers are always just looking for classic looking figures, and they're constantly sold out because they are popular characters. What are the chances of having classic versions of characters being available for orders for stores so they can always have them in stock regularly? Kind of like Marvel Select in their production run. They were popular figures every 6-8 months to the comic store.
We will always make popular characters, but we cap our production runs with all manufacturers do, not just Hasbro. So if they sell through, that means the line is successful, which means that we will make more. But I don't think that we'll ever, and I can't speak for Hasbro because it's really more of a Hasbro question than it is anything else, but I don't see that manufacturers in general do what you're asking for, just have like an open order for one figure. And also consider after like a few years, you're gonna want to remake that figure, like put different articulation or new sculpts and freshen them up, so.
And it's funny that you mentioned Spider-Man and Hulk because, Spider-Man, we've put out so many Spider-Mans this year alone, different variations.
And they're always sold out in the store. So
That's great news.
yeah, I mean that's great news. More product, but I mean it's like more something like consistently having them, like on order.
We're gonna make them. You got
It's
it.
not the store's fault. It's just the way it is right now. So.
Thank you for your question.
Hi, Marvel Agency.
Hello.
Well, I'm a Hulk fan, so
Awesome.
I've liked all of the Hulk figures you've made in the big box, the gray, the green, the red, the split red and green, and of course the Maestro. So my question is, when is the Smart Hulk coming out?
Oh, that's a great question.
We do not have that one out yet.
No, but
We'll file that away.
if we made it with or without slippers.
Oh, variant?
Okay. Well, maybe the slippers are accessory pieces you can put on yourself.
Thank you.
It's on the list officially because of your question. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
I know you guys have a large library that you pull from. Would you be doing more support characters like Aunt May or the greatest support character, Willie Lumpkin, the Fantastic Four mailman? You gotta do it, Willie Lumpkin.
The beauty of it is we do like to do deep cuts, right? And I will officially spoil it for you that Brian's favorite Spider-Man character, or one of his favorite, is Aunt May too. So hopefully, trust me, he's breakdancing for Aunt May all the time. Is that right? Isn't that right?
I would not say she is my favorite character, but I'm advocating on behalf of the fans who I know want this brilliant character. Very important. Thank you, Dan.
Never had an ask for Willie Lumpkin. He's officially on the list. But I think we have to do him with Stan's face, right?
So I wanted to ask, since there is a comic book story going on called The Banner of War, will we see Thor, the Herald of Galactus, or the Hulk, like when he's taken over by Bruce Banner?
Wow.
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
I think that the Thor would be awesome, right?
Add it to the list. Well, since you're such a comic fan, why don't you come up and grab a Hellfire Club box? Alright, I think we got time for 2 more questions. Make it quick, make it quick.
Okay, as of this year, Hasbro has the Fortnite license, and as we all know, Fortnite had a crossover recently with Marvel. They do collabs fairly often.
No, we're not doing it.
Ah!
Next question.
Hello, my name is Diego Lopez, and I'm a huge Marvel fan, especially Spider-Man. I don't know if it's okay if you guys say no. This has been pondering it's been pondering in my head for a while. Would there be any chance we would see like any like Spider-Man role-play items, such as like maybe a web shooter, like anything?
Well, we have a Marvel Legends roleplay item up here.
Do you have that yet?
Well, not yet, but I'm just.
Well, now you do.
Alright, we gotta go, guys. We want to be respectful for the room, but thank you for coming. We'll talk to you for 2.5 more days downstairs, and so we'll see you all soon. Thank you very much.
20 more years!
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.